everyone. Today we discuss about a new topic, epidermis. Epidermis is the outermost layer of stem, leaf, any part of the plant. Okay. So when we take a CS which means cross section, LS which means longitudinal section. So when we take a CS, we can see and observe, take that stem bit and observe through under microscope. We can see the outermost layer which is made up of epidermis. Okay, so let's discuss about the function of epidermis and the importance of epidermis. Picture of epidermis. Okay, so it is an outermost layer. Okay, outermost layer. Okay, outermost layer, and it is commonly flat cells. You can see flat cells are there. Okay, so epidermal cells are flat and without intercellular space. You can see here there is no intercellular space. Epidermal cells are a continuous layer. There is no any intercellular space. Okay, so without intercellular space or intercellular space absent, space absent in the case of epidermis. Okay, we know that is the outermost layer of the stem, leaf, any part of the plant. Yes, so outermost layer is made up of epidermal cells, flat, without intercellular space, packly arranged cells. Yes, so we know the outermost cells have performing one function, protection. Okay, so these are protective layers. The epidermal cells are protective layer. Protective layer. Okay, protective layer. These are protective layer. Okay, and one more peculiar feature is there. When we observe this epidermal cells, we can see the outer region is comparatively thick. Okay, the outer region is thickened than the inner cells. These are inner cells. When we draw the remaining part, here hypodermis will be the and the cambium cells and the vascular bundles will present. So the inner side of the epidermis is very thin and the outer side of the epidermis comparatively thick. So here the most important peculiar features are the outer layer thick. Epidermal cells outer layer is comparatively thick and inner layer thin. Okay, inner layer thin. So the outermost layer is thick. So that's why I denoted second layer. I drew the second layer. Okay, so the outer layer is comparatively thick than the inner layer. Okay, and in between this epidermal cells we can see a small opening. Okay, kidney shaped opening or guard cells are present. These openings are called stomata and these two kidney shaped cells are called guard cells. Okay, these are guard cells and this opening is called stomata. Okay, this opening is called stomata. Let's move to the function of epidermis. In some plants especially, they are leaving their habit in dry condition or extreme dry condition. What happens when this epidermis has some kind of modification? Okay, so in this some plants they grow in dry condition. What happens they have an additional layer present in the outside of the epidermis. Okay, so which is made up of waxy cotton. Okay, so waxy cotton is present. Waxy layer is present in the case of dry plants. So additional waxy coating are present, or wax coat will be the for what? Why this outermost or the outer layer of the epidermis which is covered by waxy coating? Yes, which helps to reduce the loss of water, isn't it? It helps to reduce the loss of water, especially you can see in the dry condition or desert region that plants are additionally protective with the help of this epidermis outside the outside of the or outer region of the epidermis. It is filled with or covered with waxy coat or wax coat which prevent the loss of water. The function of this epidermis, it is a protective layer, protection, and in the case of additional protective or thickened waxy coating is present which helps to reduction of loss of water, or it helps to prevent loss of water. It helps to prevent loss of water, and it helps to provide a mechanical support to the plants. Okay, mechanical support, or which helps to prevent the mechanical injury. Okay, injury. And this additional protective waxy layer which helps to protect from the attack of some fungi or parasite. Okay, it helps to protect from fungi or parasite or parasitic fungi. Okay, these are the main functions of this epidermis. Okay, so which helps, it mainly provide protection of the cell, the remaining cells, which helps to protect this additional coat or layer called epidermis. And in some case, especially the dry condition or dry habitable place, plants have an additional waxy coat or the outside of the epidermis thickened by waxy coat, which helps to prevent the loss of water, and it provides mechanical injury, and it protects from the parasitic fungi. Okay, we already discussed about, here we can see a small opening called stomata. Yes, so the stomata region we mainly see when we peel off the outer region of the or lower side of the leaf, peel off it and stain it and observe under microscope, we can see easily this small opening called stomata. Okay, it mainly present in the leaves. Okay, especially the lower side of the leaves. Okay, so this stomata, this opening is called stomata. Stomata, you already stomata. Okay, and these two kidney shaped cells are called guard cells. So two cells are there which is called guard cells, and the opening is called stomata. Okay, this stomata have main function. What are the functions of stomata? You already learned about it. The small opening which helps to exchange gases during photosynthesis time and day-to-day life of the plant. We know the plants need oxygen for their all purpose. Okay, The plants take oxygen through this opening, okay, and they release carbon dioxide. So the gaseous exchange occur through this stomata. So which mainly helpful for the stomata, main function is that which helps to gaseous exchange or exchanging gases. Okay, exchanging gases. Okay, so two guard cells are there and the small opening called stomata, which helps mainly for the gaseous exchange at the time of photosynthesis and transpiration. Not only these two processes, we know plants need oxygen for their day-to-day activities also, like us. So here at the time of photosynthesis, the end product is oxygen. And the plants use carbon dioxide for preparing their glucose. Yes. So they use the carbon dioxide through this opening and they release oxygen through this opening at the time of photosynthesis, but the remaining time they use oxygen and they release carbon dioxide. Okay, and at the time of transpiration, loss of water. Transpiration, which means we know the loss of water in the form of water vapors through this stomata. Okay, so the loss of water in the form of water vapors, that process is called, through stomata, that process is called what? Transpiration. So this stomata which helps these two process, loss of water also, not only the gaseous exchange which helps to gaseous exchange and which helps to loss of water or transpiration process. Next we discuss about this epidermis. What are the changes occur in epidermis? Okay, the younger stem and the older stems are different. You know, when you observe your surroundings, you can see the younger cells are very soft comparatively older stem or stem cells. Okay, so why it's occur? So let's discuss about that. The older cells have some changes. So in older stem, the epidermis undergoes certain changes. So a strip of secondary meristem replaces the epidermis of the stem. So a secondary meristem which replaces the epidermis cells at the older time or older stem, in the older stem. Cells on the outside are cut off from the layer. Okay, this outside cells are cut off from the layer and they become several layer thick cork or bark of the tree. So you can see in the older stem there is a bark of tree that we can easily detach from the cell or the plant tissue. So when we touch the bark, some of the plant's bark we can easily detach because of this. So the epidermal layer, because of the action of this meristem, secondary meristem, they replies, and what happened? They detach from the new cells, and what occur? What are the changes occur? They become several layers. They become several layers. So these layers are called cork or bark of the tree. Okay. This is the cork, which means they are dead cell. Cork cells, which means dead cell, and compactly arranged without intercellular space. It is very important. Like our epidermis, they are compactly arranged. Compactly, which means packed. Without intercellular space, there is no any space. Okay, and some chemical deposition also there, which chemicals are known as suberin. Suberin deposition is there. So this suberin is a chemical which impervious to gases and water. So bark does not allow the passage or does not allow gas and water because of the presence of this chemical suberin. That's very important. Suberin is a chemical which deposit or present in the cork cells, which impervious to gases and water. It does not allow gas and water. So these are the main important points about older stem or the cork of the stems. This cork only we can see in older stems. Okay, you think that this cork only present in the older stems. So older stems epiderm undergoes several changes because of the action of secondary meristem, and they form a several layer. These layers are called cork or bark of the stem. Okay, this cork are dead tissue, not living. They are dead tissue and compactly arranged without intercellular space, and additional chemical deposition is there. The deposition is called suberin. Okay, which does not it impervious water and gases. Okay, so today we learn about epidermis, stomata and cork. So please study these 3 points. Okay, thank you. Have a nice day.